Neiman Hao, Pengyaman. Welcome back to Jet Li's Rise to Honor for the longest and most irritating stealth segment yet. I mean, if I was the head of a evil criminal corporation, I would probably keep all my security in the sewers, just in case. At least part of the reason I find this particular stealth section so irritating is because they pull an awful lot of gotchas, but it's also so long. I mean, at this point, I wasn't really sure if that guy was going to turn around mid-stride, so I didn't really want to get too much up in his cornflakes, or else he was going to turn around and see me. But then, I kind of sit here and wonder, well, will this guy see me? Nah, probably not. He's probably fine. I was incorrect. So... Me too. Me too. For all this I talk about Chinese, I learned mostly Mandarin and basically nothing of Cantonese, so... Honestly, unless these guys say something like Baba, which I know is father, that's about the that's about the extent of what I understand of what they're saying. See, the same thing for that guy. I don't know if he's gonna turn around or not. So, just gotta play the patience game. It's alright. It's no rush. What are they gonna do? Patrol farther and see me if I don't move fast enough? Sometimes up on these pipes you will find these little platforms on top, and these can be rather valuable for these can be valuable for actually getting up there and avoiding some things, or getting closer to your unsuspecting targets before you drop down on them and give them the old chopperoo. Like this guy, he deserves a chopperoo. See, look at that guy. Do you trust that guy to not turn around? Guaranteed, as soon as I go in behind him and try and chop him in the back of the head, I guarantee you he will turn around. Even if he doesn't, you'll just never know. And I would say you'll never know until you observe their patrol patterns, but this stealth section decides to change things up a bit. By some of the enemies will actually change their patrol patterns depending on where you currently are. So it doesn't really do it this early on. It only does that later on, but you'll see what I mean. And of course, no sewer level would be complete without mysteriously venting steam vents. See, now, this right here, if I'm remembering correctly, this is a particularly tricky one. Because, You'll see. It'll definitely catch you off guard the first time.
Huh? What?
See? You didn't even know that guy was there. I mean, it's possible you couldn't even see that there was an alcove there because of how dark the game is. But yeah, you didn't even see him there, did you? That's because he's cleverly hidden in the alcove where no one would ever think a guy would be, especially with no flashlight beam. I mean, here you are thinking you're just going to sneak up behind that guy and shot him in the back of the head, and nope, you get flanked. Well, not today, mister. Now, I thought there's a chair here, which I thought I might be able to catch the guy who's coming in with, but I could not. Luckily, he's deaf, and he also doesn't notice the body of his buddy lying there on the ground. I wasn't sure if that was going to be a thing. I didn't know if guards would see, like, down people on the ground and then panic, but nope, they don't. Good for them. See now. This guy leaning up against the pipe, I don't really know what he's doing. He was maybe cleaning his nails. They didn't have smartphones at this point. But this area, it plays with you because now you're finding enemies that you're not meant to take out. In fact, if you do try and take out the enemies, the game will just get mad at you and then fail you. Not because, not arbitrarily fail you, but generally speaking, these enemies will be in configurations that will allow them to notice if somebody else gets hit in the back of the head. It's a thing. I mean, it's alright. I didn't want to take these guys out anyway. Oh, see, and that's just a dick move. There was no steam there the entire time, but now, boop. And see that guy up there? He hasn't moved at all so far. Now he does. As soon as you start walking up, there he is. This is what I was talking about when sometimes the guard patrols change based on where you are currently standing.
唉，呢度都算噏得咯。
In case you hadn't figured out the secrets behind the hopping up on these little platforms yet, I'm pretty sure that's what this guy is designed to make you do, is figure it out. Otherwise, you're just gonna get caught, and, well, you know, whatever. This guy is basically just timing. He doesn't really turn around at any given point. You just gotta time it so you can get around the steam and hit him in the back of the head before he turns around again. At that point, I just I just jumped the gun a little bit and I got tagged by the very end of the steam. Shame on me. And see, now, if I'd gone before the steam came on, he would have seen me, but now, with the steam off, there's just not enough time. Patience is the name of the game. In fact, it was kind of a misnomer. It was supposed to be Jet Li's Rise to Patience, but they didn't. It felt like it didn't have the same ring to it. These guards don't really patrol, but again, it's one of those cases of they really don't want you to take them out because as soon as you get up here and stand in certain spots, they change their orientation. I have been caught by this before, by the way. Sometimes when one of the guys was just randomly turning around, he saw me. It's one of those things. And if you stay up here too long, that guy with the flashlight going up and down, oh, he'll see you too. Because, yeah, why not?
你究竟得罪咗邊個，揾啲咁嘅嘢搞啊？
I'm pretty sure you can take that guy out, but nope. So you shouldn't bother. They'll just catch you. So I'm incorrect. Do not take that guy out unless you enjoy being caught. And see, as soon as you jump down, he wasn't patrolling this way before, but he is now. This stealth section is a lot of stop and go and suddenly panic in a game that does not necessarily equip you with the getaway mechanics you need to deal with stealth in this fashion. It's alright though. It's almost over. And now, what better way to cap all that off than with the two toughest enemy arenas in the game? This first one is something of a practice in, well, nobody has any delay time from when they're running to you anymore. And that includes grapplers, so you should get used to it. That's pretty much it. So you can't really tell, but these guys wearing the helmets and body armor, they're our new grapplers. The thing is, they no longer have that little two-step tell for when they're gonna come close to you and decide to punch you in the gut. So, I'm not... If more of the enemy arenas had been like this sooner, I probably would not dislike it as much. But it kind of... I mean, it is one of the last ones in the game, so having them throw you into the deep end at this point kind of makes sense. It just feels like there's less safety net than normal. Now, this next one is what, in my opinion, is the single most frustrating enemy arena in the game. And we have a little bit of platforming to do to get there, because I guess they had to break up the fun of just punching dudes in the face repeatedly. But what it is you know how you had those guys who do like the single big swing and they come and run at you really obviously, and oh man, they're really easy to dodge, but there's a bunch of them? Well, I think we had 4 of them, we had 6 of them, now you get to do it with 8 of them around you at once, all attacking asymmetrically. It's a little irritating. Every other time I've played this game, I've died here at least once. Yeah, and after a while, one of these guys with a shock prod will come in. Pretty much the only thing that's kept me going every other time I've done this is picking up the shock prod, because that'll take guys out in 1 or 2 swings, and they're wide swings. Even better, as you take out more guys, a second guy with a shock prod drops in, so you can use his too. Oh, I take that back. It takes him out in 1 swing. That's why it's incredibly powerful. And so that'll do it for our final enemy arena in the game. Please join me next time for the final video of Jet Li's Rise to Honor, when we will rise to honor?